Tell the people who Nino Cappuccino is.
Nino Cappuccino. First and foremost, I thank God that I'm a son of God. And I've given that part of me and myself back to my Father God. And that I'm a devoted father. That's first and foremost. Nino Cappuccino is an aspiring man, a strong black man, a strong king, a leader. Soon, I'm knocking back on the industry door as far as my acting career, producing, directing, and writing. Niggas better get ready, man. Bow. Besides your head. Watch. We are taught to serve God. I was known as a straight frontliner for my neighborhood. Anything that went down, the whole neighborhood knew that I was on front line. I would be the first to take flight. I would be the first one on and the last man off. And that was me. It was like I was frontliner, man. It's like anything that happened, anything went down, I had to become a part of it. I had to be the first that was there, put in the work. What really set me off and separated me from a lot of my peers during that second generation and coming up and seeking for that name was I had a moment where I was faced off with the enemy across the other side of the tracks, the gray streets, so to say, Jordan Down housing projects at that time. And I was faced off with a few enemies, and the fight emerged from Markham Junior High School. And later on that evening, I caught a couple of cats, and I put some heavy work in. So 2 days later, I went back up to the school, and when school let out, I chased everything that was on the other side of the track that wasn't from our neighborhood, and wasn't from High Center Village, and it wasn't from Circle City. Mm-hmm. I smashed on everything on that side of the track. Male, female, didn't matter. I chased about 40 people, and I ended up, knocking down a couple of people. I shot and assaulted a few people, and I ended up doing time behind that. I was facing, actually, it was my first CYA bid, and that's what really, alerted my neighborhood, like, keep your eye on this one, basically, because, he's a hothead, and, and he goes. So that was my starting point, from 77, 78, 79, as far as me really putting my hand down and making my name. It's kind of funny, man, and weird how all of a sudden you motherfuckers mimicked the West Coast, y'all mimicked LA, and now y'all took what was the G code here on the West and scrambled this shit all up and made it become something else, man, in y'all own eras as far as rules and regulations. The killer part about it is you motherfuckers have got lost amnesia, man, on what this West Coast really about and what the real ones out here on this West Coast have done and what they will do. Man, niggas used to get their head busted coming out here on this West in this industry. Niggas was scared and petrified to come to the West and do shows and shit, man, because the way this shit was alliance. But since hip-hop stepped in and has watered the world down, social media as well, becoming a part of that fad of watering the world down, it took away the rules. So even us as a coast, bi-coast to the West, being one of the strongest coasts in America, we have ended up bending. We bended our rules. That's why a lot of you son bitches have got away with a lot of shit that you say and do and flying it out in our city, man. If the shit wasn't the way it was and it was structured and OGs from different neighborhoods were structured, man, you niggas couldn't even move out here. You couldn't even come out here and say, do nothing, let alone become gang members in the industry. Me, for us gangs, it wasn't something that was forced upon me. It was something that it was pure pressure because I'm a born leader, first and foremost. I was born a leader. I didn't need a gang to validate me, to tell me, hey, you're going to be one of our leaders. You're going to lead this neighborhood, or you're going to lead this fleet of soldiers. I was born this way. My father passed down these genes. He was a leader. So I was born a leader, man. So it was just destiny. It was inedible in me to lead and to be the force that I am. So when I was growing up, I just knew my position. I played my role as a soldier. When it became that time for me to step up and, utilize my authority, I did that. But overall, I put in work and I played my role as a soldier, man, and I was proud of that, I listened to others at that time, my other big homies who were in position, who were over us in the first generation. I followed their lead. So any good leader, great leader, man, becomes as good as himself by listening to other great leaders. So today, this shit is misconstrued. You just think, again, these gang members claim a neighborhood, throwing a chain and some fucking rings, and all of a sudden he's a 5-star general. You ain't got no bodies. You ain't got no real teardrops, because teardrops meant something back in the day. They don't mean shit now, but they meant something. You had them things on your eyes, boy. That's basically, you identified yourself to the world completely, the law and everything. And for us, for Damus, it was just certain rules was different from the Crips, and we just had different rules. The Crips, that was their identification. Like, they was the first who really actually rocked the teardrops, and that was that identification that that, hey, I got 2 bodies, or I got 3 bodies. If it's 4, or 2 is for 2 of my fallen soldiers, rest in peace, or 1 is for a body. But they the one that created that and started that teardrops, for us, the aspect of teardrops. The Crips did that, Us, we just had a different gender of rules, a different way of going about things as far as our identification of things. Just like sagging. We didn't sag, bro. You couldn't catch a blood sagging in the 70s, 80s, and the early 90s. You couldn't find a Damu sagging. That was against the rules. It was against protocol. You get DP. I don't give a fuck what set you from, what hood you from. It was just certain things that separated us, the Crips and the Bloods, where we each had our own rulings. We had our own G codes. Feel me? Sagging was originated from prison, man. Homosexuality. The reason why you gang members in the industry, because cats like myself and other OGs that's retired. I'm going to say it again. Legitimately and legally retired. We don't give a shit about that aspect in that life. So that's not our life. That's not our should I say, our defense or our power to step in and speak or say, hey, what are you doing? Because I'm not living that life. If I was a gang banger, I'll smash on every last one of you niggas out here in the industry that's calling yourself gang members. I'll be on your head. They have an indictment out on me specifically just for that, because I'll be riding on all you fake ass Damu niggas in the industry that's gang members. You're not gang bangers, you're gang members. Who in the hell wants to make millions of dollars and become a gang banger? It's pure idiot, man. Pure stupid. So niggas need to quit faking the funk, man, and disrespecting that Damu thing, man, or that Crip thing, man. You feel me? For those who's out there living that life and doing it for real, let them do what they do. This is what they do. But that ain't your life. You need to sit your ass down with this shit, man, because there's really consequences behind this gangbanging shit, man. And again, 80% of these niggas right now in the world, as well as the industry, I'm going to say it again, the world and the industry, bi-coastal, Dirty South, East Coast, Midwest, West Coast, up north, you niggas ain't gang banging. You're not gang members. You scary niggas don't want to go to prison, do 20, 30 years for bodies. You don't want to go to prison for multiple murders. You don't want to go to prison for kidnaps. You scary. Y'all telling, y'all snitching. You're not gang bangers, man. You're gang members. You're just claiming some shit that ain't even your turf. And as soon as the police ride on the block, 20 gang members run. Last I heard of, when I was growing up, gang bangers faced the police. They fought the police. They got down with the police. They didn't give a fuck about the police. That's what gangbangers did, red and blue, Crips and Bloods. Do your homework, do your math, man. I done protected a lot of these winning ass niggas. They fake, man. Watered down ass niggas is scary, and they fake as hell, homeboy. And see, me, eventually, that separates me, where I have to alleviate myself away from them, because there's nothing fake about me, dog. There's nothing scary about me. I'm a solid individual. That's the way I came in, that's the way I'm gonna go out, bro. I don't have no jacket as being no snitch. No nigga running out on no niggas. None of that shit, bro. So when I come across those type of things, I can't mix it. So that's just like today, a lot of shit that goes on, that's why I'm not acceptable to a lot of this stuff. I don't accept the rules. Because there is no rules. I come from a G code standard. I come from a standard where it was G codes, it was rules, it was principles, it was morals. It was, for example, you couldn't disrespect elders, even though, nigga, you was one of the hardest niggas in the city. But you wasn't going to disrespect nobody's elder. Even though that was your enemy's elder over there, you still wasn't going to disrespect them. Sundays, it came a time where motherfuckers would just lay down and let Sunday be Sunday so the elders can go to churches. That's how much rules and respect this shit had, man. There is no respect in the game no more, bro.